Ayurveda is about equipping you with the tools and techniques based on principles of how to balance your health and the health of others in life. So this word principles is really key. It's learning how to recognize the fundamental principles that govern life and our bodies. So I'm going to share with you one of these principles, and this is the principle of the 5 elements. Ayurveda sees that there are 5 elements in this universe, 5 elements in our life. They are space, air, fire, water, earth. We're going to go into these a bit more, but using this principle of understanding that these 5 elements, space, air, fire, water, earth, is dominant in every person, dominant in every plant, in every food, in every activity in life. So when we can begin to recognize where these elements are dominant and in what levels, we can balance them when they're too excess or too low, or any imbalance, we can use the elements to balance each other. For example, if someone has too much space element, maybe they're up in the air, up with the fairies all the time, really ungrounded, we can see, okay, this person has too much space element. We need to ground them with some earth element. All right, what is some earthing? Literally putting your feet on the earth, barefoot, eating some grounding foods rather than the spacey foods, which could be like, carbonated drinks is a very space and air food. So this is the principles of how to recognize these elements. So that's the space. Then comes the air element. Air again is that airy fairy. Maybe you're having literally air and gas in your stomach, digestive bloating and gases. So, if that is the case, we need to see too much air. We don't want to give so much air to that person. Then there is fire element. Fire can literally be like fire. I'm feeling fiery, angry, frustrated, irritable in emotional sense, or it can manifest as, inflamed skin, acne, inflamed bowels, gut, too much fire. In that case, we don't want to give that person fire. We want to, not give them chilies or fermented drinks or alcohol or coffee, or mustard. These things are very fire foods. And then comes the water element. Water element is not only in nature, because everything in nature is within the human body. In the human body, it manifests as maybe mucus, excess fluid retention, excess urination. So if this is the case, we want to, maybe bring some fire in and reduce the water element. Then there's the earth element. Earth element is that heaviness, that groundedness, that sluggishness. If that is too excessive, such as sleeping in increases earth element, that will give that earth in the body, which is laziness, maybe lack of zest for life. And, sweet foods, sugary foods, yogurt, these are all very heavy earth element foods. So this is beginning to recognize the elements in nature, and slowly you begin to be able to utilize this, and it's really just the principles of Ayurveda. Everything in the outside is within the inside. So gradually begin to recognize these principles, and you can then utilize this to balance your life and the life of those around you.